Guys, welcome back to Rise Above. If you've been watching the last few live streams, you'll be fully aware that we are under full COVIET occupation here at Rise Above HQ. So this episode of COVIET-1984 Part 7 will be approved by the COVIET Union. Now, to give you a little bit of context about what I'm going to be speaking about today, I'm going to need to do a COVIET screen grab, comrades. 1, 2, 3, here we go, Rise Above. And here's an infographic from some of our allies and comrades in the CCP, the Chinese COVIET Party, about how their credit system works. Now, we've covered this on Rise Above in numerous aspects, and here's a few things that can alter your credit score. Traffic offences, jaywalking, illegally protesting, not visiting aged parents regularly, posting anti-government messages on social media, spreading rumours on the internet, insincere apologies for crimes committed, participating in anything deemed to be a cult, and even cheating at online games. Here are some of the punishments that these activities can lead to in communist China. Denial of licences, permits and access to some social services, exclusion from booking flights or high-speed train tickets, less access to credit, restricted access to public services, ineligibility for government jobs, no access to private schools, public shaming, exposure either online or on TV screens in public spaces of the names and photos and ID numbers of blacklisted citizens, phone dials mandated by authorities that inform people when they're calling of a dishonest debtor. As you can imagine, this social credit system has been working fantastically for our comrades in China to exercise absolute 100% care and comfort for their citizens. Now, although it doesn't show it on the infographic, this Chinese credit system has even been used in some provinces to decide which disobedient citizens should go to the re-education camps. Now, as you can imagine, re-education camps look something like this, or something like this. Re-education camps don't look anything like this, or like this. So why am I talking about the Chinese credit system and re-education camps and our loyal, faithful comrades in the CCP who have been trialling this system? Well, unfortunately, the first paper to break with this were the capitalist pigs. And when I say capitalist pigs, I mean the Daily Mail, who have enough money to actually investigate their news rather than get it straight from the central COVIET source. And basically, this is what they're saying here. That this is what's happening in the United Kingdom of the COVIET Union right now. The COVID data spies paid to know all your secrets. Town halls harvest data, millions of highly personal details, including if you're being unfaithful or having unsafe sex. A private firm inked deals with local authorities to gather data that can be used to predict who is likely to break lockdown, creating risk analysis for households. The system, called Covid OneView, is produced by data analytics firm Xantura. Council said the aim is to help identify those most at risk from coronavirus. MPs have said the system lacks transparency, it's not clear why so much information. Surely it's clear why we need all the information. In the COVIET Union, the system of governance and our health SARS need as much information about you as possible to take absolute care and to look after your comfort 100%, obviously. What else does it say? The information is culled from council records, which include family debt levels, living arrangements, income, school absences and exclusions. It's fed into a profiling system called Covid OneView to create a risk analysis for households and individuals who are believed to be vulnerable. Our investigation says Covid OneView can gather included notes on unfaithful and unsafe sex, emotional health and well-being, sleep issues and dangerous pets, anger management issues and socially unacceptable behaviour, financial details including debt, low income and tax arrears, school attendance, low commitment and free school meals. So basically, Covid OneView can know absolutely everything about every single loyal citizen from every database, every point of reference, and it can culminate it into one single view. Where have we heard about that before? Maybe Lord Schwab was talking about that when he was mentioning having our digital, personal and physical identity moulded into one view. Excellent, sounds good. Obviously for our care and for our comfort. A separate briefing last month said how councils could further harness data from the documents providing by drilling down into a breadth of categories and find extra details to be included for analysis. 19 high-level classifications, social unacceptable behaviour. Wow. So, this is what the capitalist pigs at the Daily Mail say. Maybe it's not true. Maybe we should fact check it. Because in the Soviet Union, we love to fact check, comrade. Everybody knows this. So, I was looking at this PDF from 2018. Data scores as governance, investigating uses of citizen scoring in public services, project analysis. This involves Zantura. And look who commissioned it, comrade. The faithful information czar at Open Society Foundation, none other than Commissar Soros. Excellent. So Commissar Soros back in 2018 was writing this paper about how using data scores as governance, investigating uses of citizen scoring in public services. So it seems that is certainly true, and George Soros wrote the paper about it. Nothing to worry about there. In the Soviet Union, your comfort, your safety and your health is absolutely paramount, comrades. Let's go on. Next up, Barking and Dagenham Council have already been trialling Covid OneView, and they've been using it for the procurement of data, of analytics and predictive modelling of children's homelessness and adult services. So yes, you've guessed it, OneView is used for the Child Protection Service, and we all know here in the United Kingdom of the Soviet Union, the Child Protection Services always take away the right children from their parents, that they never make mistakes, and it seems that maybe they've been using artificial intelligence algorithms from OneView to do this. And as we can see here, OneView Cloud for COVID-19. Total care, what could possibly go wrong, comrades? And here we are, Zantura. We use big data to make a big difference. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I've prepared, as we love to do in the Soviet Union, a slideshow here. So, I found out very quickly from some investigation that there's a company called Dynama who also use and champion this OneView software. Dynama work in business management and some other things too. Let's have a look. Centralised workforce planning for speedy decision making. Specialised security companies used to maximise their skilled licensed workforce. Oh great, so security companies. And what else? Defence organisations, superb. As we've already seen in our Covid 1984 series, we love to mix defence contractors with healthcare, with monitoring, with tracking, with track and trace. Wow, maybe the guys at Serco will soon be out of the job. We can just use artificial intelligence. Super safe, super efficient, total comfort, total care. So here we go. What have Dynama been using OneView for so far? NATO Special Forces, Australian Defence Force and the Royal Fleet Auxiliary. Superb. Who is on the advisory team? None other than Lieutenant Michael Sumark Mans, a veteran of the military. Excellent. The Dynama team are also pleased to support the workforce technology in the UK's Nightingale Hospital. So as we can see, Dynama are also involved in the Covid OneView operation, allocating healthcare. And how do they do it? They rapidly scale and expand as circumstances evolve. Visibility into multiple activities across facilities, cities and region. Centrally collects test results, photos, schedule completion and other crucial information, enabling one-touch access for all. One view, one touch, total and utter Soviet efficiency. So, in case you were wondering what this means, OneView is basically a global central cloud-based software. Accesses all systems on any platform or any operating system. It is totally omnipotent. It centrally accumulates all possible data sources. Info only used requires high-level security vetting. So basically, we're using military technology on the populace to gather all of their information for total 100% Soviet safety. It tracks everybody, including police and military. I wonder if members of the police and military are aware of this. It tracks vaccine deployment. Oh, look at this, how convenient. Not only does it provide 100% total Coviet control of all citizens. It also identifies and flags potential dissidents, mafia, yakuza, drill gangs, county lines, dealers, smugglers. They will all be mapped, documented, rounded up and dealt with straight to the gulag. Superb. Integrates with workplace, child, schools, GP, police, banks. Only case study so far are military and security, so we know how efficient it is because the military already use it. The only advisor is an ex-army knight of the British Empire, so we're safe hands there, a knight of the Coviet Empire. Software previously used during the military invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan. War used to plug in an enemy country's network and instantly access info on all citizens. So we know that it works in a war zone, why don't we use it in a pandemic? And obviously, as we roll out the COVIET 5G infrastructure, this will be the ultimate way to deploy OneView. So, if you've got any questions about how this would work, please send a self-addressed envelope to Lord Schwab at the World Economic Forum. Over and out, comrades, rise above.
No predictions or prophecies, just scriptures and mythologies. No instructions in the Odyssey. Inhale, exhale logically, part of the tribe. Earn my stride, hung with the pack. Long dark night, poison darts, long blow pipes. I take aim at the moon shines bright. Entered this jungle as a student. I was acting humble and prudent, practicing to become fluent in a sacred tribal movement. Master arts the shamans using, elevate into more than a human. Raise the vibes so the hate's reducing. Absorb the light the sun's producing. Air's electric, feeling the charge of thunder. Dark foreboding, sky we got under. Hectic, in the presence of wonder. Open your eyes, awake from the slumber. Life is a prey, act like a hunter. Enter the battle, emerge from the bunker. It is the rain dance, I am the drummer. Dance in the rain, it's a stormy summer, look yonder.